Hello, and welcome to day 3 with Selena Says Stretch. Today we're going to work into a simple forward and back bend. So I want you to get seated in your comfortable spot, whether that is on the bed, the chair, or the floor. Legs in any position that works for you. I am working cross-legged today. If you are working cross-legged, follow along with me. If not, you can ignore what I talk about with the legs. So we're going to get our posture, our sitting position, shoulders relaxed, zone in on your breath. We're going to start with a very simple move and then we're going to build on it. So you can stop at any level that feels comfortable to you. So focusing on the breath with a few deep inhales and exhales. We're going to start with a very simple forward bend by lowering the chin down to the chest, just like we did yesterday, moving on the exhale. This is a forward bend. You can feel it stretching all along the length of your spine. If you're more limber, you may not feel it as much, but when you're stiff, you typically can feel that all the way up and down the spine. As you're lubricating the vertebra, you're helping to expand your lungs and just helping to re-energize the body. So if you haven't already, go ahead and lift the head back to neutral. We're moving into a simple back bend. Again, picking up from yesterday. As you exhale, head lifts up to the sky, heart stays lifted, shoulders relaxed. Very simple back bend. Here we're opening the lungs, enabling the body to take in even more oxygen. Exhaling away your stress and your toxins, helping your body and your mind. When you get to your next exhale, we're moving back to neutral. Now we're going to expand on this a little bit. So I want you to take your hands and TP them, fingers down near your hips, about maybe a few inches to the outside and behind the hips. And this time as we exhale, we're just going to fold forward a little deeper. If this doesn't feel good to you, just return to that first move we did. Only go to the point that it feels good to you. Let those fingers move and push down into the floor. It's going to help keep your spine aligned. Just keep the head in a neutral position and try to keep breathing. I'm just going to stay here for a breath. Exhale into it. You may find you can sink down a little deeper on the exhale. With an inhale, we're lifting up slowly, slowly, slow and in control. Now we're going to turn the hands around so the fingers are pointing in towards the hips. Push down into the ground as you lift the heart, lift the head. Breathing here still. A deeper back bend. One more breath as you move back to center. Now if you're sitting cross-legged, we want to change the legs. Move the other leg in front. We're going to repeat the moves. If you're sitting in a different position, you may want to change the legs or you may not, and we'll go through that series again. Steepling the hands, putting them behind you. If you found that was very simple for you, you may want to just leave the hands in a neutral position or reach them out in front. You have lots of options here to do what works for you. Again, create space with your inhale. Create your alignment on the inhale. And as you exhale, you relax into the pose. Taking a few breaths right where you are. And for any of these stretches, if it feels good to you, you can hang out here even longer. Many of these poses you can hold from 1 to 3 minutes. And we're going to lift up, whether lifting at the core or just walking the hands back in. Going back to our back bend, we're keeping things balanced because we have the other leg in front. So we want to do the same move here. Hands behind you, fingers point in towards the hips this time. Press the palms down into the floor as you lift the heart. Gaze goes up. Keep control of the head. And stay here and breathe. Really focus on getting that breath into the back, not just the front of the lungs or the sides of the lungs. Breathe into the back of the lungs. one more breath. And we're lifting back up with an exhale, slow and controlled. And that wraps up our back bending and forward bending for today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Go in peace.